Coming into Malasana Squat. So you can bring your feet out as wide as the mat. The heels can be lifted if that's more comfortable, or you can try and bring them down. And you can bring your hands in prayer in front of the chest and use your elbows to help push the knees back. And just notice if the toes start to lift, and try to toes back down. So keep pressing into the knees and see if you can open the chest now. So rather than rounding, see if you can push open with the chest gazing forward. Really nice, both of you. I'm going to stay here for just a minute. So just breathing into the hips here. This isn't the most comfortable position, but just working with what we've got. And today we are working with the Manipura Chakra, which is our third chakra. So if you're new to yoga, you might not know what the chakras are. And they're basically energy centers. So we have a central column down the center of our body, from the crown of the head, which is our Sahasrara chakra, our top chakra, all the way down to the base, which is our Muladhara chakra. So you have these points all the way down the middle of your body. And the one we're working on today is the Manipura, which is in your abdominal region. So we'll be doing lots of twists. And this is it's interesting, we were talking about this yesterday, Christina. This is the chakra that's associated with your ego. So the sense of me, my, I. So when we're working in yoga, we're trying to destroy the ego. So overcoming the ego and recognizing our higher self that isn't just formed of our preferences, what we like, what we don't like, but instead it's recognizing that there is something above that, which is our inner pure self. Okay, so from here, bringing the right hand down, the right palm down, and you can use your upper arm against your knee. And we're going to take the left arm up, keep both heels down, gazing up to your left fingertips, and keep pressing against your right knee to open the chest. And then coming back to center, we'll switch over. So replacing the left hand, taking the right arm up, keep pressing down in the heels. And again, coming over onto the left side, right hand down, left hand up. Just noticing if each time you can come a bit deeper, switch, change, left hand down, right hand up. And one last time on both sides, so left hand up, right hand down, really twist open, chest to the sky, good. And then left hand down, right hand up and twist. Perfect. Bringing both hands down in front of you, see if you can keep the palms pressing down. We're slowly going to start lifting the hips and straightening the legs. So try to keep the hands down. So only come as far as you can where you can keep the hands down. So if you need to bend the knees, that's fine. We're just warming up. We're just going to take a few little ballistic stretches here. So bouncing into the knees slowly, mindfully, bending the knees, stretching the legs, bending the knees and stretching the legs. Just loosening up the hamstrings, feeling a bit of a burn in the backs of the legs. Good, and then the next time you're down with your knees bent, bring the toes to face forward. So toes facing to the front of the mat now, hands facing to the front of the mat. You can bring them in slightly, so maybe just bring them so you're hip width apart. Your ankles are underneath your hips, good. And then again, this time bring your right hand down in between your feet. So you've got like a triangle with your hand and your 2 feet. And then lift your left hand up to the sky. You're going to twist here, gazing up to the left. And then switching, bringing the left hand down, right arm up to the sky, twist. Twice more on both sides. Right hand down, left arm up to the sky. Really press into the palm that's down to open the chest. And change. Try to keep the hips level as well, so don't lift the hips. Keep the hips facing down. Last time on each side. Good, and then when you're finished, bring your hands to your hips. Soften the knees. We're going to roll all the way up the spine, coming up to stand. Roll the shoulders back and down and bring the hands alongside the body. Feet together, toes touching. We're in Tadasana. So activate the kneecaps, lift the knees, engage the quadriceps, engage the pelvic floor, the abdomen, broadening across the chest. Neck is long, and then the crown of the head, the Sahasrara Chakra that we just spoke about, is reaching up towards the sky. So you've got the down and the up. Bringing your hands together in prayer in front of the chest. Lower the head down to the prayer. And just set an intention for the practice and the rest of the week. Something quite specific, something you'd like to work on, maybe something to do with not working on our ego level, but recognizing that there's something more, something deeper. And then releasing the hands alongside the body. We're going to do a different Surya Namaskar today with a lunge and child's pose in between, so follow my instructions. Okay, inhale, press the palms, raise the fingertips to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Press the palms and stretch the legs. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot back. Listen carefully. Step your right knee down to the floor. So we're in a lunge position. You can untuck the back toes. And then bringing your left hand down to the outside of your left foot, we're going to twist open to the right hand side and hold here for 5 breaths. This is 1. Breathing in, so left hand down and twisting open to the right hand up. And that's it. 2, 3, keep pressing into your left hand, opening the chest. 4, and 5. Frame your front foot, and then we step the left knee back next to the right knee, come into a child's pose just for 1 breath, stretching the arms forward, resting the forehead down. And then as you inhale, slide the abdomen forward. This is Ashtanga Pranam. And come into Cobra. That's it, really nice, Ori. And then exhale, seat back to the heels, stretch the legs, downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 breaths. This is 1. So as you breathe in, we're pressing the lips together. Breathing out through the nose. 2. Inhale, really hear your breath. You can engage your Ujjayi breath here, closing the back of the throat. 3. Inhale. Exhale, long, slow, deep breaths. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Soften the knees, look forward. Inhale, step your right foot between the hands. Left foot to meet it, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. See if you can get the palms down. Pressing into the feet, inhale. Lift the fingertips all the way up to the sky, gazing up. Exhale, Tadasana. So coming onto the other side. Inhale, reach the fingertips up, gazing up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, spine long. Exhale, step the left foot back and the left knee comes down. So we're in a lunge. Pressing down into our right hand, this time lifting the left fingertips to the sky, really nice. Holding here, 1. Inhale. Exhale, twisting open. 2. Inhale, keep gazing at your thumb. Exhale, 4. Inhale, opening up the hips, sinking deeper into the front knee. Exhale, 5. Good. Frame your front foot and then step your right knee next to your left. Bring the seat back to the heels. Child's pose, 1 breath. And then sliding forward, keep the chest close to the ground, Ashtanga Pranam. Coming forward into Cobra. Really nice. And then tucking the toes under, seat to the heels. Downward facing dog, second round. 5 breaths. 1. Inhale, keep pressing into the palms. Spread the fingers, Ori. So that's it. Yeah, really spread them out. 2. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders down your back. Good. 3. Inhale, keep drawing your navel in, abdomen in. 4. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can bring the heels slightly closer down to the floor. Nice. 5. Soften the knees, look forward. Inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Right foot comes to meet it, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Pressing into the feet, lift the fingertips up to the sky, gazing up. And then exhale, return, Tadasana. Nice, we'll keep going. Inhale, lift the fingertips to the sky, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, draw the navel in again. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back, the left foot to a plank, and you can lower through knees, chest and chin, or bend the elbows back halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog, extend the chest. Exhale, nice, Christina, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Inhale, step your right foot between the hands, and this time bring the left knee down. So from here, we're going to do a bit of an interesting move. So we're going to bring the left foot behind us. So our left shin is now parallel with the front of the mat. And then we're going to start to stretch into our right leg, taking our hands all the way around to the back of the mat, fingertips facing the back, and then lift your right arm up and over, coming into gate pose. Really nice. So keep pressing into the right foot. Keep reaching away with the right fingertips. Come down onto your left palm if you're not already. 1 more deep breath. And then as you breathe out, sweeping all the way back round, coming back to the front of the mat into a lunge. And then stepping back into downward facing dog. Good. So from here, stepping your left foot between the hands, back knee comes down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So sweeping your right foot behind you, and then start to walk the hands all the way around, extending your left leg. You can bring your left toes to face the front of the mat. So Christina, bring your left toes to face forward. That's it, really good. Yeah, and then sweep the left arm up and over, gazing at your thumb. This is Parigrasana, gate pose. 1. So stretching all the way down from the outer edge of our left foot all the way to our index finger. 2. Again, relax the shoulders here, so broaden across the chest. 3. 4. And 5. Start to sweep the hand all the way back, rebending into your left knee. Tuck the back toes under, stepping back into downward facing dog. Good, really nice. So from here, we're going to, actually we'll do a vinyasa just to reset. So inhale, come forward to a plank, and then exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing into the left foot, inhale, lift your right toes to the sky. Yeah, that's it, right foot. And then as you exhale, bring your right foot between the hands. The back heel comes down at 45 degrees, coming up into a warrior one position. And then as you exhale, open and expand, warrior two. Inhale, extend that front leg, your right leg. And exhale, reach forward as far as you can. And then take whatever you can. So your right shin, ankle, maybe the big toe. On the next inhale, lift your left fingertips up to the sky, gazing up. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. 1. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2. Inhale, keep pressing into the back foot. Exhale. 3. Inhale, lift up your right toe and then press your right toe back down again for stability. Yeah, that's it. 4. Inhale. Exhale, twisting open to the side. 5. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, rebend your front knee and take that back foot back. So you're widening the stance between the legs. So your right knee is over your right ankle. You've got a 90 degree angle here. As you inhale, we're going to reverse the warrior. So take the left hand down the back of the left thigh and the right arm up and over. And holding here for 5 breaths. So sinking deeper into that front knee. 1. 2. Keep opening the chest to the sky, gazing up and back. 3. See if you can slide your hand down towards your knee. 4. Sink a bit deeper. Good. 5, really nice. Inhale, come all the way up. Straight arms. And then exhale, rebend your right knee and bring your right hand. This is where you might need a block outside your right foot. So you can maybe, that's it, maybe bring your hand onto that foot and then we're going to take the left arm up and over. You can do it without, but you could just come onto your fingertips rather than the palm to keep the chest open. 1. This is extended side angle A. 2. Keep pressing into whatever you've got on the floor, so the block or your fingertips, to really open the chest to the side. 3. 4. Remember the back foot grounding you down, the outer edge. Really nice. And 5. Frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point the toes, gazing down at the nose. Exhale, nice, downward facing dog. Pressing into your right foot this time. As you inhale, lift the left toes to the sky. That's it. Exhale, bring your left foot between the hands. Pivot on the back foot 45 degrees. We're coming up into a warrior one position. That's it. And then as you open and expand, come into warrior two. Inhale, stretch the front leg. You can take the back foot in and in slightly for this. And exhale, reach forward with your left fingertips and come wherever you can come. So again, your shin, your ankle, maybe your big toe. Inhale, lift your right fingertips up to the sky. Gaze at your right thumb. 1. Inhale. Exhale, twisting the hips open to the side. 2. So again, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. 3. 4. And 5. Straight legs, straight arms. Keep everything extended and come all the way up. Exhale, take your right foot back and bend into your left knee. Again, reverse warrior. So right hand down the back of the right leg, left arm up and over, holding here for 5, 1. Inhale. Exhale, make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale, open your chest to the sky, twisting. 4. 1 more. 5, really good. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch the front leg for a moment. Exhale, rebend. This time bring your left hand down onto your fingertips or take that block outside the left foot. Sweep the right arm up and then over your right ear, gazing at the right thumb. Yeah, really nice, those. 1. 2. Again, sinking further into that front knee if you can. 3. It's working the same muscles as we did in the Malasana, same bones. 4. Make sure that back leg is engaged, active. 5, good. Bring your right hand down, frame the front foot, and then we'll step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between the hands, right foot comes to meet it, look up and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pressing into your hands, lift the prayer all the way up to the sky, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana. Nice, we're going to come into chair pose. So inhale, deeply bend the knees, sit low and raise the arms up. So your arms can be shoulder height or hands in prayer. Holding here. That's it, everyone sit a little lower. Just look down and see if you can see your toes. If not, bring your knees back and sit the hips lower. Good, and then we're gonna take the left elbow and hook it outside the right knee. So hands staying in prayer if you can, gazing over your right shoulder, holding here, good. Just 2 more breaths. It's difficult to breathe here, but do your best. 1 more. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bear with the stretch. We'll come over to the other side. So right elbow outside the left knee, twisting to the side for 3 breaths. Look over your shoulder. 1. Really nice. Sink the hips lower, Christina. Yeah, 2. And 3. Inhale, come back to the center one last time. Feel the burn. And then exhale, fold forward, stretch the legs. Really nice. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step, or you can float back to a plank. And lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Good. Pressing again into your left foot, raise your right leg to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your right foot again between the hands. Stepping the back foot in slightly, we're going to inhale, come up onto the fingertips, and then exhale, fold over that right leg. So pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. 1. Keep pressing down into that back heel if you can. 2. Squaring the hips, so both hips are equally facing forward. 3. Relax the shoulders. Yeah. 4. You can have a soft bend in that front knee if it helps bring the hands down. That's it. 1 more. And 5. Bring your hands to your waist. Engage the abdomen. That's it. You can do it. And then inhale, come all the way up with control. Bring your left arm up alongside your ear. Really nice. And then as you exhale, start to hinge forward at the hips. Pause halfway. And just feel the burn in the back of the legs. Keep breathing here, engaging your abdomen. Really draw the abdomen in. And then on your next exhale, again, that block is going to be really useful. Bring your block outside your right foot. We're coming into Parvrita Trikonasana, twisted revolved triangle. So if you can't reach the floor, just bring your hand onto your shin. And then we're going to lift the right arm up as much as we can. If you've got your hand down on something, you can turn your gaze to look up. If not, just try not to strain the neck, so you can always look down if it's better for you. Holding here for 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Frame the front foot, soften that front knee. We'll step straight back into a downward facing dog here. Really good. Okay, so coming on to the other side, pressing into your right foot. Inhale, lift the left toes to the sky. And then exhale, step your left foot between the hands. So from here, just hop the back foot in, maybe 1 or 2 feet lengths. Yep, and then bring the right heel down, come up onto your fingertips. And as you exhale, you're really hinging at the hips, so keeping both hips square, parallel to the front of to the sides of the mat. Folding forward, 1. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can bring your chin towards your shin. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale, 5. So engage your abdomen and bring your hands to your hips. Good. And then inhale, come all the way up. This time bring your right arm up alongside your right ear. And then start to fold forward, 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 reaching away with the right fingertips, and stop halfway where you can feel that stretch down the backs of the legs. Holding here, pausing. Shoot the hips backwards, so back to the wall behind you, and you'll increase the stretch down the back of the legs. 1 more. And then as you exhale, really nice, bring your right hand or right fingertips down onto a block or outside the foot or onto your shin. Inhale, lift your left fingertips up. It's harder to find stability when you don't have your hand down. So Ori, just do the best you can. You're doing really well. 1. Slow, steady breath. 2. 3. Pressing into both big toes equally. 4. And 5. Really nice. Bring your left hand down to frame the front foot, stepping all the way back into downward facing dog. From here, lift the right hand and take it to the outside of your left shin or your left ankle. So we're coming into a downward facing dog twist. So as you inhale, press into your left palm. Exhale, start to twist, looking underneath your left armpit. Holding here for 3 breaths. Working into the shoulders. 1 more. And then replace your right hand, come to the other side. So left hand to the shin or to the ankle, right ankle. Inhale, extend, pressing into your right hand. And then as you exhale, twist, looking at underneath your right armpit. Really nice. 2 more breaths. Good. And coming back to the center. Okay, so from here, we're coming into Wild Thing. So this is what we've been working up towards. We're pressing into our left foot first. So bring your left foot slightly into the center.
So slightly closer to your right foot. Press into that foot and then lift your right toes up to the sky. Keep the sole of the foot down. As you exhale, we're just going to bend the knee. So bring the sole of the foot. Try to keep the hips level for a moment. That's it, bring your hip down, Christina, perfect. And then kick up with the toes and you'll increase the stretch down the back of the leg. And then we're going to open the hips. So taking your hips open to the right, opening, opening, opening. And then eventually you can lift your right hand and take your right foot back behind you, sweeping up and over into wild thing. Yeah, really nice. Looking at the right hand, holding here for 1, 2, oh, are you okay? And 3, good. Coming all the way back. Christina, keep your right leg lifted. Come forward to a plank with the right leg lifted. Lower through chaturanga, right leg lifted. Good. And then come up into upward facing dog, both feet down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so let's try the other side. So bringing the right foot into the center. Inhale, lift your left leg, keep the hips square. Exhale, bend that left knee, heel to the bum. Inhale, keep pointing up with the toes. And then now as you exhale, start reaching over, opening the hips, bringing the foot back behind you and sweeping the left arm over the ear. Holding here, that's it. Gazing at your left palm. Really nice. I'll show you in person next time, it'll be easier. And then coming back to the center, lifting your left foot up to the sky. Coming forward to a 3-legged plank. Lowering down, keep that left foot lifted. Come up to upward facing dog, both feet down. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Just take a couple of breaths here in downward facing dog. Letting everything go that we've just done, remembering that we're working on the ego here, and the ego wants to be great at everything. But instead we're just here just to have fun, work on our breaths, and try to stretch ourselves slightly further than we would normally. So we'll take 2 more deep breaths in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth and stick your tongue out, so lion's breath. 1 more like that, no one can see you. Breathe in through the nose. And then out through the mouth and stick your tongue out. Good. Looking between the hands. Step the right foot between the hands. We're coming into a twist here, so left knee outside your right ankle. Really nice, and bring both sit bones down. Perfect. So make sure you've got both sit bones down. You can always extend the left leg to make sure that they're level. If they are level, you can bring your right foot back behind you. That's it, really nice. So from here, we're going to lift the right fingers and take our right hand behind us. So keep opening the chest. And then lift the left fingers. And you can either take hold of the knee and just squeeze it in towards your chest, or you can hook your left elbow outside your right knee and use that as leverage. Really nice. I'm just going to take 5 breaths here, coming back to your intention. Slowing things down a little bit. One more breath. Good, and then unwind. Stretch your left foot out in front of you. And then we'll take our right sole of the foot and bring it to the inside of our left thigh. So coming into Janushirshasana. So inhale, sit up tall. You can use your hands either side of you just to really find length up through the spine. And then as you exhale, slightly twist the torso over the left leg
And we're coming forward with the chest open. So it's like the chin is coming towards our big toes here. Shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, perfect. Really nice. So you might not come as low, but we're getting a really good stretch down the back of the legs here. Really nice. And now you can start to walk the hands out in front of you and see whether you come into it slightly differently this time. So maybe feeling the stretch down the back of the legs or into the lower back. You can take hold of your ankle, the outside edges of the feet, or maybe take the bind beyond the foot. Yeah, really nice. So on every inhale, we're opening, expanding, and on every exhale, we find a bit more space. We move into that openness. 3 more breaths. One more. And then inhale, come all the way up. We're going to bend the left knee now and bring our right shin parallel to the front of the mat. So the right shin is parallel to the front. And then we take the left ankle, outer ankle, and bring it onto our right knee. So we're coming into like a stacked legs position. Wow, you guys are really good at this. So there's like a triangle with the shins and then our pelvis. So both shins are stacked. Ankle resting on the knee. Again, you could use your block here if you've got a bit of space between the knee and you feel a bit of pressure. If not, we're just going to sit up tall. This is called Agni Stambasana, Firelog pose. And you can close your eyes here and make this a bit more of a reflective pose. So maybe just observing where the mind has been so far in the practice. So maybe it's been going a bit mad. Maybe you've been trying to push yourself. Just notice how you've been speaking to yourself. And see if you can work on letting any criticism go, even any praise, just letting it all go. Coming back to a neutral state of mind. Just living each moment by moment. Really nice. Okay, so we're going to release and come onto the other side. So slowly letting go of that. And come over onto your hands and knees, however it is easiest for you. Step back into a downward facing dog. So you can pedal out the feet here a little bit just to release the hips. And then when you're ready, we'll step the left foot between the hands and the right knee outside the left ankle, coming down to sit. So again, just make sure that both your sit bones are down. There's always the option of extending that leg. You might be slightly tighter on one side compared to the other. So just see how you feel. And then we're going to lift the left fingertips up to the sky and take the left fingertips behind us. Lift the right fingertips to the sky, and then you've got the option of either hugging the knee in, which is quite a strong stretch, or maybe you can use the elbow against the outer knee and then start twisting round, gazing over the left shoulder. Twisting. Ardha Matsyasana. So using those left fingertips to help you find length. With every exhale, see if you can twist at the navel. Christina, make sure your hand is active. That's it. One more. Twisting your furthest. Good. And then we will extend our right leg this time. Lift our left foot and take the left sole of the foot into the inside of the right thigh. So sitting up tall. And as you exhale, letting the cat in. Ah. So as you exhale, we're going to do what we did before, keeping the chest open and just start to hinge at your hips. So you've got that hinging feeling, keeping chest open. Keep that right foot flexed. So toes pointing up. Yeah, that's it, Ori. Come as far as you think you can. Maybe even point the chin forward so you know that that's the direction you're going. Yeah, really nice. And then start to walk the hands forward with you, taking hold of whatever you can, your ankle, the outer edges of your feet. Maybe taking a bind beyond the foot, clasping the fingers. Coming back to deep breath here, so long, slow, deep breath. Really nice. Every inhale, try to find that length. And every exhale, find a slightly deeper stretch. Nice, and then releasing that, we'll walk the hands back, bend the right knee, and then we'll bring the left shin this time parallel to the front of the mat, taking our right outer ankle onto our left knee, and then we're making these stacked logs, so the two shins are parallel. Really nice, yeah. And again, if you've got a bit of a gap, you could put it between your right knee and your left ankle. And then we're just going to find a bit of space for ourselves here. So closing the eyes. And just come to your breath. So you can use the breath at any time. We're going to just count to 4. So inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. See if you can release any tension in the hips. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Do 3 more like that on your own. Keeping the breath slow, steady, even. And then when you're done, being careful of el gato, step back into a downward facing dog. So cute. Nice. Okay, so from here, lowering the knees, we're going to do a short headstand or half headstand practice, but follow my guidelines. So that we were working on this, Christina, with the stages. So Ori, I don't know if you've done headstand, but stop at whichever phase you don't feel comfortable going forward, okay? So come into child's pose, stretch the hands out in front of you. And just pause here for a moment. Feel the abdomen engage, so draw the navel, the belly button in towards the spine. And then lift the head, look forward. Bring your elbows down and clasp your hands. So you can make sure your elbows are the right width by just clasping your elbows. You should be able to touch them and then bring them back to a clasped hand. Lift the hips, so come up onto your knees. I'll just tuck my top in so you can see. Come up onto your knees, lift the hips and tuck the toes under. So keep pressing into your wrists, your outer wrists and your forearms. We're just going to extend the legs. That's it. So this is already quite strong. We're going to start to walk the the toes towards the elbows. And just feel, we're just working into some shoulder strength here. So before we bring the head down, just feel how, maybe how tight the shoulders are here. Yeah, and then if you haven't already done so, just bring the crown of the head down between the hands. So the back of the head is resting into the inside of your fingertips. Re-extend the legs and see if you can walk the feet in even further. And then pressing into your elbows, lift the head and then place the head back down. And again, lift your head and then place the head back down. Good. Okay, and then you can stay here just working on that. If not, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest and the left knee into the chest and just hold here. Working on that. Holding here. If you come out of it, come back. And then extend the knees. I can't see you, but extend the knees. So the thighs are parallel to the floor. Heels touching the bum. Pause. And then the final stage is pointing the knees up to the ceiling. Heels to the bum. Pausing here. And then lastly, extending the legs up to the sky. Nice. Keep drawing your navel in, lifting out the shoulders, pointing the toes. Perfect. And then come down, really good. And come into child's pose. Head down, stretching the arms forward. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come over onto our backs. So take your time, no rush. I think I lost you for a minute. I'm back. Okay, so come all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest and bring the shins parallel to the floor. So we're just going to do some twists here. So stretching the arms out wide, back of the neck onto the mat. Twisting, bringing the left knees over and just hover them off the floor. So don't let them touch the floor. And then as you inhale, bring the knees back to the center. Exhale, bring the knees over to the right. Inhale, back to center using that core strength. We're talking about Manipura Chakra, using our internal fire, which we call tapas in yoga. Inhale, back to center. Exhale over to the other side, just pausing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the other side. Pausing here again. Keep pressing down the opposite shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back to the center. Extend the legs this time. feet up to the sky. We're going to do the same thing. So breathe in, and then as you breathe out, we'll take the legs over to the right. Inhale back to center, really engaging the abdomen. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Just do 2 more on each side. Really squeezing the core. Really nice. And then when you've done 3 on each side, hug the knees into the chest. Perfect. And then just rock here over the spine, releasing the lower back. We're going to take a more relaxed twist this time. So bringing the feet to mat width and the knees come together. You're going to exhale and take the knees over to the left. And you can use your left foot to place on your right knee, gazing over your right shoulder. I'm going to hold here for 1 minute. And releasing your left foot. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center. And exhale, take the knees over to the right. Again, you can place your right ankle on the outside of your left knee. Turn the gaze to look over to the left. Finding stillness for 1 minute. Releasing your right foot, bringing the knees back to the center, and then extend the legs long along the mat, coming into our final resting position. You can put on anything warm, stretching the legs long, the arms away from the torso, and here just feel everything release. So no longer any tension across the abdomen, just let the belly be soft, legs heavy, arms heavy, back of the head resting on the mat. And just resting here for the last few minutes of the practice. Starting to bring some movement back into the body. You can move the fingers and the toes. Turn the head from left to right. And bringing the feet together, stretching the arms up above the head. Take a big stretch. And bringing the knees into the chest for the last time. Really hug them in. Give yourself a big hug. Give each other a hug. And then rolling over onto your right side. Pausing here for just a minute. Pressing into your left hand. Try to keep the gaze low or the eyes still closed. Come up to a seated position. Bring the hands in prayer in front of the chest. Bow the head. One last time. And just come back to your intention from the start of the practice. If nothing comes to mind or came to mind, maybe just one act of kindness towards someone else this week. And then we'll take one more deep breath in together. And out. Namaste.